Good morning to all my wonderful viewers out there. I know from the title, you're probably like, thank God, Daniel finally shut up about Supreme. I know, even I'm getting a little bit sick about it, but come on. The Spring-Summer 2020 collection got announced. I had to cover it. It's a big talking point that we had to cover on the channel, but I thought I would leave Friday as a day where it'll be nothing about Supreme, so all the videos coming out today will be not about Supreme. They'll be about everything else but Supreme. And today's video, I thought we'd talk about the big collaboration that is happening this February. It is big, and honestly, I got to give props to Bape because so far in 2020, they've actually been doing a pretty solid job at doing really good collaborations compared to 2019. And in today's video, we've got to talk about one of Bape's good collaborations that's up and coming, and that is the Bape Coach Spring-Summer 2020 collaboration. Yes, so going back to that first talking point, I wanted Friday to be something different because if you've been a subscriber of the channel and you've seen like my past like 6 videos, it's all to do with that famous New York skating brand, and I think we need to focus on something a little bit different just to shake it up. But in saying that, on the weekend, I want to cover things like the Palace season. I have not been able to cover the Palace season at all. I've just had no time. I want to cover the Palace season and I want to cover Supreme again because we've still got a couple things to talk about the Spring-Summer 2020 collections for both of those brands. Today, I want to more specifically talk about obviously the Bape Coach collaboration, the Yeezy 350 V2 regional exclusives. I want to talk about those. I want to talk about the Air Jordan 1 Mid Milans as well because they're a really, really nice colorway. They need to be talked about. And oh man, honestly, I want to talk about everything that happened in All-Star Weekend still, and it's almost a week after All-Star Weekend. It's just everything is getting delayed, and I really don't want to delay the Palace videos any longer. So maybe I should just delay the Supreme videos this weekend and replace them with All-Star Weekend videos essentially a week later. I think I should do something like that because it's crazy. We need to cover that. We need to talk about that. It was a big weekend that weekend, and I just haven't had time because of work, because of covering everything else. I've just been really busy. So I promise to you guys that I will eventually get around to covering everything there, but there's a lot. And I wanted to start that ball rolling by talking about the Bape Coach collaboration today, just so we can get some things out of the way. So let's start off with that. Bape, our famous streetwear brand from Japan, primarily worn by people in their teens and 20s. I couldn't see anyone wearing Bape past those years. Now, Coach, we haven't talked about Coach on the channel before. Coach, founded in 1941. I know, during World War II, a family was like, let's make a leather goods brand. Coach, 1941, leather goods brand, family owned, New York City. Pretty cool little backstory there. If I was to talk about Coach, or to, if someone mentioned what is Coach to me in my day-to-day life, I would say it's a leather goods brand. I would say that the main demographic that wears it, probably gonna say that it's 60-plus-year-old women. I would say that that's the main demographic I see people wearing Coach. Not to say or to discourage anyone that's outside that demographic to wear it. No matter what your age, no matter what your, self-identified gender is, wear Coach. But for me, when I see people wearing Coach, it's not young people, it's maybe middle-aged people, but it's primarily older people that I see wearing Coach. And usually it's in the form of like a leather handbag, leather shoes. It's something like that. They're the two primary things that I see in the streets being worn by Coach. And that is a point that I wanted to bring up. And I wanted to bring up the demographics of both brands quite quickly because for me, it's kind of weird to see Bape, this streetwear brand worn by like Zoomers, collaborating with a high-end leather goods brand that is mainly worn by boomers. So like it's the boomer and Zoomer collaboration coming together. To me that's really weird. It's the boomer Zoomer collab. It's just like, what? Again, I have nothing against any brand collaborating with any other brand. If you do it well, go for your life. I mean, Bape has not, had a shortage of weird collaborations over the years. I mean, come on, like Pepsi, Barbie, like, you know, like they're not, you know, it's not weird for them to collaborate with weird brands and stuff like that. They've done it before, but yeah, it's just really interesting to see them collaborate with Coach. From what I've seen as well, not to discredit Coach a lot, but I've been looking at some of the subreddits of Coach fans and stuff like that, and they've said that Coach has kind of gone downhill over the recent years because they've shifted their factories from America to China. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't own any Coach products. I haven't seen any recent Coach products and had a look at the manufacturing tag and seen where it's been made. But if that's the case, that is kind of disappointing because, you know, if it was originally founded in New York, like so many decades ago, and it was, you know, put to this high esteem because it was made in America, it was very high quality. It's kind of depressing to see it being like moved over to China and then produced over there, because as like, I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a brand where they've ever moved production from like America, Europe, and then moved it over to China. I've never seen them increase the quality by moving over to China. I've never seen it. If you know of a brand where that's the case, let me know in the comment section below. But I've never seen a designer brand, a streetwear brand, any of those cases. I've never seen a brand move from its original country of production to China and benefit from it in the way of, you know, quality. I've only ever seen them benefit in the way of profit, you know? Anyway, as I said, I don't want to discredit Coach too much. It is a very nice brand. They've made some very nice leather goods. I have seen some Coach leather goods in hand before. Not obviously to the extent where I'm like looking at the manufacturing tag and stuff, but I've held on to them for once and been like, oh, you know what? This is good. This is good. So I'm actually kind of keen to see what is being released in this Bape Coach collaboration. Like, is it just going to be Coach handbags with Bape camo on them? Or is it going to be you know, a Bape shark head hoodie with Coach branding on it? I don't know. I've seen a couple of the pieces, and the pieces that I have seen from this collaboration, they've actually looked pretty cool. So I'm actually keen to dive into what's coming out in this collection, because if the pieces that I have seen, if that is like the standard across the whole collaboration, I'm keen to see what's in there, man. So without further ado, we should always, as always, head over to the HYPEBEAST article, have a read. They've got all the photos, all the details. I think that's the best way to handle it. So let's head on over to the HYPEBEAST article and have a look at the full Bape Coach Spring Summer 2020 collaboration. And here we are. So the article itself has the actual lookbook here to start off with, but then if we scroll further on down, oh, go away, HYPEBEAST, it actually has all the pieces, all 42 of them are listed here. So I think it would just be beneficial to us, so the video doesn't go on for like an hour, that we skip over the lookbook, because I mean, we're just going to see what's showcased here down here. So I think it'd be better if we just go straight to the pieces. I think that's a better way to handle it. So I think we'll just do that and then skip out on this lookbook. So sorry to all the models that modeled in the Bape Coach lookbook. You're being missed out on. I mean, not that they'd be watching, but you know, like, sorry about that. Let's dive into the article though and see what is happening, see what the release details are, and then we'll dive into all the pieces. So Bape x Coach Spring Summer 2020 full collection revealed, covering ready to wear, footwear, and leather accessories. Do you see what I mean? They're going all out. They're doing everything, because I thought it was just going to be like, you know, 2019 where they did like small capsules. They didn't release a lot. I mean, look how small the Levi's Bape collaboration was, and that thing was teased for like a whole month, like this Coach Bape collaboration, and we only got like 2 or 3 pieces. And then this, we've got 42 pieces to go through. So I don't understand the consistency here. I'm hoping that, as we mentioned in the weekend collaboration, that 2020 is like a new vision, a new idea for Bape, because that would be awesome. Because 2019 and the late 2010s, kind of disappointing for Bape. But I'm hoping that 2020 brings it back. So let's cover all the details and then we can dive into the pieces there, and we can make our opinion on if 2020 is the year of the monkey, the year of the Bape. Okay, so after a first teaser, which, sorry I didn't cover, emerged earlier this month, Bape and Coach have now given a full look at their upcoming collaboration. The collection comprises of leather goods, outwear, ready-to-wear, and footwear, while taking inspiration from the two brands' hometowns, New York and Tokyo. Celebrating the two labels, the collaboration features a new take on Coach's signature pattern, which is mixed with the classic Bape Ape head logo. Elsewhere, pieces come in camouflage, khaki, and rainbow jacquard. Standouts from the collection include a down puffer jacket constructed from leather, backpacks in Coach's Academy silhouette, and new Bapester designs marking the 20th anniversary of the silhouette. The full Bape X Coach collection is set to release at the Coach web store, Bape's web store, and select locations. So I assume because they mentioned Coach web store, then the Bape web store. The select locations are the Bape locations, I'm assuming, including Brown Easts in London. Across the world, additionally, regional exclusive collaborative t-shirts will release in New York, Los Angeles, Tokyo, and Paris and London. Okay, so it looks like this collaboration will feature some exclusive t-shirts that are region exclusives that are also Coach and Bape. That's kind of cool. You could have the whole collection, you know, you could have someone getting one of them for you in New York, then LA, then Tokyo, and then Paris and London. You could have the whole set. That'd be kind of cool, but yeah. Rick Owens is also doing a collaboration with Moncler. We've never talked about Rick Owens on the channel, but he's a very good American designer. If you want me to cover that, definitely let me know in the comments section below. I think that's a part of the Genius Moncler program that we sort of touched on when I touched on the Fragment Design, Moncler, and Converse collaboration recently. I think that's part of that, but that's a total another video entirely. Let's have a look at these images and see what's releasing in this collection. So, to start it off with, I mean, it wouldn't be a Bape collaboration if we didn't have a shark hoodie. And what's interesting is that they've even changed the tag for this collaboration. They have Coach written in their iconic logo's text with the Bape head logo behind it. You can like just see it there. And then also the actual camo used for the for the actual hoodie itself isn't the Bape traditional camo, but it's done in the Bape traditional coloring. You see the C from Coach and you see the Bape head logo there. I love it that it's done in, you know, different angles, I would say. Like the C is done traditionally, then it's flipped upside down, then it's done inverted. It's done in all these different ways, and then they've kind of just chucked the Bape head logo in between. They've kind of just put it everywhere all over. That's kind of cool. I think it is a very unique piece. I'd be interested to see what's on the back of it there. I don't know if it's World Gone Mad like it normally is. They might have changed it up. But overall, this is a pretty cool collaboration. They've done more than just do the Bape camo with Coach's logo chucked in it, you know? They've redesigned the camo itself to incorporate Coach in a much better way. I like it. I like how it's done. I'm not going to pick it up though, because come on, it's going to be mad expensive, guys. Let's be real. We'll move on to the second piece. Okay, so essentially actually, if we go back, this doesn't look like leather. But then if we go back to item 2 here, this looks like leather because of the shine of the light from the photography there. Do you see it? I think I see it, but that makes me lead to believe that this is leather as well, but I just can't see it with the material here. This, because of the fleece on the inside there, this doesn't look like leather, but I could totally be wrong. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so this one definitely looks like leather. It's the same design as the previous hoodie that we saw, but it's done in leather. It's not, you know, the color of the camo isn't highlighted. It's basically just black and gray. They've done it very subtly there. This is a really cool piece, but for me, I think I would go with something more iconic. I think I would go with a piece like this, even though it's so much louder because of the use of color. I think I would prefer a piece like this over the leather piece, but this is still really cool. For someone who wants the Coach Bape collaboration but still wants it really toned down, this might really appeal to you. This might be your like go-to piece. I mean, definitely let me know in that comment section below if that's the case, but this is a very toned down piece compared to the previous one. It's very cool. I just think I'd prefer the more louder one. So we'll move on to item number 3. Okay, so this looks like an anorak. This looks very much like the Bape Mastermind collaboration anoraks that they normally do. Bathing Ape down where the zipper or button situation is. The same camo, but done in a light leather brown. I think this is really cool. The detailing is done in black. You know, you got black zippers, black everything else. I think this is really nice. I think this is a really nice piece. I wouldn't personally get it because, you know, I drag on about it all the time on the channel, guys. But you know me, I'm not an anorak kind of guy. I'm not a, you know, down jacket kind of guy. I always say that it's like Liam Gallagher's kind of aesthetic. You know, Liam Gallagher of Oasis. Like, this is his type of thing. This isn't my type of thing, man. I just don't feel this. I don't think I could wear this and look good in it, so it's going to be a pass from me. But I don't know, maybe you guys would be really keen on it and really love this kind of style. Definitely let me know if that's the case. But it's a nice piece regardless. I can respect it without wanting to wear it, so it's nice, but it's not for me. We'll move on to item number 4. Okay, so we have a Bape Coach shirt. I can imagine this will be very comfy because, you know, it's a high-end brand collaborating with Bape. It's going to be pretty damn comfy. I like that they've reimagined the Coach logo with Baby Milo whipping the horses on it. Coach, A Bathing Ape. I think that's a really cool way to redesign the logo. Interesting that they've done it in that type of camo though, the white with multicolored, you know, brand logos on it. I don't know why they chose that. Probably to get it to stand out on the black canvas that the shirt is picked. Fair enough. It's a little bit too wild for me. I don't think I'd pick up this shirt, but maybe you guys be into it. We'll move on to the next one. See, this is where they should have inverted it though. In this case, because it's a white shirt, they should have done it in a black camo with the, you know, with the multicolored branding. They should have done it in black because you can barely see this, man. This looks a little bit, like from a distance, you're going to be like, what the hell does this say? Like, what? So I think they should have done that inverted. I think it looks a lot better on the black. We'll move over to item number 6. Okay, so Coach Bape with a dinosaur on the Bape head logo. I don't understand the reference to that. I don't think Coach has anything to do with dinosaurs, so I'm a little bit confused on why there's a dinosaur there, but okay. Not for me. Not for me. I'm not a fan of this one. Not a fan of this one. Not a fan of this one. Oh no, they keep going. Oh, they just keep going. No, no, stop. Okay, wait, what? Isn't this the same piece that we saw earlier? Okay, I'm just going to assume that someone stuffed up at HYPEBEAST here and they've done the same piece again. Maybe it's a women's version. That could be the case. It could be a women's version. But yeah, it's the same piece we saw before. Okay, so we got a long sleeve. I don't know if it's a crew neck. It could just be a long sleeve. Still not feeling this design though. Not a huge fan of it, but it does look nice. I like how they've made the Bape head logo more minimalistic, just by doing like an outline. It looks embroidered, which, you know, I'm a sucker for. I love my embroidery. Hello, I'm literally wearing a Der Schutzer hoodie on today, so you know I'm a sucker for embroidery. Yeah, this is a nice piece. Again though, the design is just a little bit too out there for me. Okay, it was gonna come eventually. We've got the Coach Bape leather bag. This is a cool piece, but like, if I wore this, man, I wouldn't want the scrutiny. I wouldn't want the being seen as some kind of like bougie boy that spends all of his money on like leather Coach Bape bags. I wouldn't want that. And again, it just doesn't appeal to me as much. Like, if I was to buy a leather bag, it would be basic black, or like maybe if I wanted to splash some cash and actually be like really fancy, I'd buy like a Louis duffel, but I wouldn't buy something like this. This just isn't for me. It's just a little bit too much. Yeah, so I'm gonna miss out. I'm gonna miss out on that. Oh, Jesus. Woo! We got that multicolored pattern. Yeah, this is just a little bit too wild for me. Reminds me of when Louis Vuitton did this same color palette for one of their seasons. I can't remember which season it is. I'm not fully integrated with Louis Vuitton seasons and stuff, but Louis Vuitton, I think it was early 2000s, did a leather goods collection where they did this type of camo print on it. Well, not the type of camo print, but this type of color palette print on it, where they did like white leather and all their LV monograms were done in like different colors like this. I think they did it. I don't quote me on that. Again, I'm not like fully into Louis Vuitton releases. But yeah, this is just like so vibrant. It's too much for me. I can imagine like big Instagram names wearing stuff like this, but I like to keep it nice and subtle and simple. This is a little bit too loud for me. We'll move on to the next piece. This is more my type of thing. If someone was like, Daniel, gun to your head, you have to pick one of these bags, which one would you pick? I'd pick this one out of all three because it's the most subtle. It still looks quite nice. It's the most wearable for me. I would probably pick this one. This would probably be my go-to. The other ones, they're just a little bit too crazy for me. I couldn't see myself wearing them too often. They'd probably be a miss for me. This is probably my most favorite out of all of them. Moving on. Okay, so they've got little waist bags as well. I assume they're going to be like little purses, like little coin purses, right? I assume they have a huge strap that goes over your shoulder and then it's down by your side, right? Like a little women's bag like this. Not to discriminate, dudes. If you want to wear this, go for your life, man. If you're a guy and you want to wear this, go for your life. But like traditionally, women would wear something like this. Yeah, no, this is a cool piece. I hope that it comes in the other colors. Nice. This is what I'm about. This is nice. This is a nice use of color. I would prefer something toned down like this. Oh, okay, so they've actually got like designated waist bags as well. Again, this is what I assumed would be in the Bape Coach collection. A bunch of bags, because that's what Coach is known for. And yeah, I'm glad that they didn't just chuck Bape camo on it. They made their own camo for this collection. So I'm happy with that. I'm actually really happy with that. Yeah, this is nice. This is a nice little piece. Again, love this use of color. This is very nice as well. Oh, they have wallets as well. Very nice. I like it. Okay. Nice, Bape Coach. Nice. I actually kind of like this one. I kind of like this wallet. This is kind of steezy. I'm not gonna lie. You whip this out. This is nice. It comes in other colors. Oh, that's nice. That's steezy. Very nice. Well done, Bape Coach. I like this. This is good. I like that they primarily focus the collection, or so far the collection, on leather goods. That's like nice. Yeah, let's move on to the next one. Okay, crew neck sweaters as well. Well, I assume it's crew neck sweater. This one's a little bit more wild. You got the Bape Coach camo all over. Then you got the Coach logo, the Bape Ape head logo, and Bape underneath it. It's pretty steezy, man. It's pretty steezy. Does it come in a more toned version? No. Okay. Well, we'll head on back just to say a couple more things about it. It's nice. It's nice. It's a little bit wild though. I could see someone like J Balvin or someone like that wearing this type of stuff. You know, people known for wearing crazy out there kind of things. I could see those kind of people wearing this kind of stuff. For me though, this would be a little bit too wild. If I rocked up in this, people would be like, whoa, bro, what the hell are you wearing? Not that matters. Not that like what people think of me when I'm wearing this type of stuff matters, but it's kind of just like, this is a little bit too exotic for my taste. And they would see me and they'd be like, Daniel, this is a bit too exotic for your taste. What are you doing? I would agree. This would be a little bit too crazy for me. So I would probably miss out on this one. They've done caps as well. I can't believe that this is the day where Coach and Bape, well, more specifically Coach, is doing flat caps. That is a shocker. I can't believe Bape managed to get Coach to agree to doing flat caps. Because imagine like a Coach runway and someone walks in with a flat cap. Like, you can't see that happening. You just can't see that happening. That's too wild. What I can also just see on the trim here is that on the bottom of the actual cap, it's got the camo as well. That's kind of cool. I like that. I like that they've done that. They've had that little bit of extra detail to it. I will move on to the next photo. Hopefully it'll be a new piece. Okay, this is the standout piece that they were talking about in the article. The puffer. For me, you know me. You guys know me on the channel. I'm not a puffer guy. And that doesn't change just because it has Coach and Bape camo on it. If anything, it just accentuates the fact that I'm not a puffer guy. I'm just... If you want to look thick and you want to wear a puffer, go for your life, bro. But for me, I'm literally wearing a motorcycle-styled denim jacket, which makes me look thinner. I'm not a thick puffer jacket guy. Probably never will be, but I won't say never because, you know, maybe 20 years down the track, I'm like, screw it, we're a puffer guy now. I'm just not puffer. I'm just not thick boy clothing like this. I'm alright. It is a nice piece. I do have to admire it. Like, you could wear this over the top of some black hoodies. You know, you could wear it over a basic layered outfit, and then you could make the outfit really pop. But for me, it's just a little bit too wild. It's too crazy for me. It's too big. I'm gonna have to miss out on that one. Ah, that's cool. That's cool. I wasn't expecting them to release this. That's nice. I like it. They've done a little baby Milo plush toy, and I like it how they've done this like really nice fur. And then for the face, feet, and arms, they've done it in like Coach leather. Like, they've gone to the point where they've used Coach leather to do the face. And even in the little features, they've done applique little eyes, nose, mouth. That's nice. I like this. This is a cute little piece. This is cool. Whoa. Okay. Okay, so I do just have to say, this piece here, teleport you back 20 years. It's early 2000s. Some famous rapper. Massive baggy jeans, 5XL white shirt, and this cap. That's the type of vibe I'm getting. That's the type of outfit I could see this being rocked in. I like that they're using gold embroidery on the logo to make it really pop outside of the actual hat. I would actually pick this up. This is a flex piece, but it's also just crazy enough where I'd be like, man, when will you ever see another piece like this? You know, like, when are you ever gonna see a piece like this? This is crazy. I love it. I can't believe they actually did it. Yeah, I like this. This is wild. This is a wild piece. Okay, so it looks like a little coin purse, I assume. It's hard to tell just from this one standalone image, but it looks like they do little coin purses as well. Interesting that they've only done the Coach branding on the side of it, and they've just applied the camo to obviously say that it's the Bape Coach collaboration. But yeah, I was kind of expecting like a Bape boy in there, little baby Milo or something. Oh well. Oh well. Comes in different colors as well. If you're all about this type of camo, you can get it as well, but I'm not really about that. They've done larger purses as well. I can see this will appeal to the Coach demographic a lot. Maybe not the Bathing Ape demographic, but I talked about it before. Old ladies love Coach. Maybe old ladies will love a Bape Coach wallet. Oof. Comes in a bit more exotic colors. I think this one will be more appealing to a younger audience. I think a younger audience will really like the bright colors on this one. But yeah, obviously I'm not going to pick these up anytime soon. Okay, I like this one because it's more subtle. But I mean, I don't know how women do it with like bigger wallets. Honestly, props to you. Shout out to the women out there. But like, that's a massive wallet. Men's pockets aren't big enough to fit something like that. You would need a bag to fit that in. Like, that's just too big for me. I would rather just like a smaller, more compact wallet. That's more my type of thing. I would have no idea where I'd put that. Like, where would I put that in this situation? I can't fit that in a pocket. I'm alright with this one. Okay, this is actually a really nice bag here. This is a really nice, I assume it's a purse, judging from the overall aesthetic of it. I like that it's been given a black trim on the outside. That's really nice. Also the actual button situation, that looks really cool as well. Gotta give them props for that. That looks like a really cool piece. Oh, comes in a more exotic color. Interesting that they didn't include the yellow in this design this time around. They because you know, it had the red, the green, the blue, but it had yellow before. Now they've taken out the yellow. That's kind of interesting. This is not for me though. This is definitely not for me, but it's a very cool piece nonetheless. Okay, so I'm pretty sure we saw this bag before, but I'm assuming if there's repeats of stuff, it's just the female version. It's hard to tell because there's no like titles or anything telling me that it's the female version, but I'm assuming that if they're repeating the items, it's the female version, or it might even be the kids version, but I'm leaning more towards the female version. Yeah, no, that's kind of crazy. Again, not for me. This bag's a bit too loud. This is more my taste, but again, I wouldn't pick up the bag. I've got enough bags. I'm alright. I'm alright on the bag situation. Okay, so they've also got tote bags as well. I don't know if this one's made from leather though. It's kind of hard to tell from a distance. The ape head logo looks like it's made from leather, but I can't tell if the actual material of the tote is leather as well. It's a cool piece. This is actually quite nice as well. I can see this hitting off with a younger audience as well. You know, young people love tote bags. I'm saying that like I'm some kind of boomer, but people my age are literally using and wearing tote bags more and more. So I could see them rocking something like this, especially in the summer. I mean, it's a spring-summer collection. I could see this being worn. I'll move on to the next one. Just a different color. They've reintroduced the yellow print on this one as well. I prefer the previous one. This one's a lot nicer than this one, especially on this design. I think the previous design's a lot better. We'll move on to, wow, we've only got 4 more pieces. We're actually getting through this pretty quick. The Coach Bapesters. Wow, that's crazy. That is crazy. Interesting that they've got Coach printed on the back of it. They've got all their different types of camos on it. Oh, except for the brown one. They've got the camo that I liked, and then the brighter, more colorful camo on this one. That is absolutely crazy. Oh, Jesus. This one's a little bit wild. So we got different colored color blocking on here, like it's some kind of like what the Bape Coach, you know, like it's a what the Bape Coach. That's what it looks like, a what the Bape Coach. Looks like you've got patent leather on the back here. I don't know if it's patent on the front here, but it seems to shine a lot more on the heel here than it does on the front. It might all be patent leather, but it really looks like patent leather on the back. That's absolutely wild, man. I wouldn't wear something like this. I'm very like iffy on Bapesters anyway. I mean, not the Bapesters come out in the US 16 or 17, but these are very acquired taste, and because even though these are super crazy, these are still like too crazy for me. So I wouldn't wear something like this. I would wear this. If Bape and Coach especially made like me like a size 16, a US 16 or a US 17 in these, I would wear this one. This one would be the one I'd wear. It's so toned down, but it features both of the big brands on it. You know, you got Coach on the back, you got Bape on the side. It's just a lot nicer, a lot easier to wear. This would be my type of thing. I like this more. Are we ready for the final piece though? We ready to move on to the last piece? Okay, that's really nice. That's actually really nice. I like this. I like the use of gold eyelets, gold stitching, and the very gold stitching at the back of just for the Coach logo, and then just the white midsole. I've gone with the white midsole, white top of the heel, white laces, and white I can't remember what this is. Heel and ankle entrance. I suppose, yeah. No, this is a nice one. They've done really well with this one, and that's it, guys. That is everything that's dropping in the Coach Bape Spring Summer 2020 collection this weekend, isn't it? This weekend, I think it is. It's set to release. They didn't actually have a date on it, but if I scroll on down, did they have a release date in it? Oh my god, I don't think they had a release date on it. I think it's releasing this Saturday. I think, like, don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that. I think it's releasing this Saturday. Let's release the collection on blah 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 blah. Yeah, I think. Oh man, I have to look into it for you guys. But I think it's releasing this Saturday. But yeah, it is releasing sometime this February. I'll definitely get that information for you guys. But we know that it's releasing on the Coach web store, on the Bape web store, and select locations. And then it has a list of them. And additionally, they're releasing regional exclusive t-shirts, which I don't think we saw, or maybe it was all those colored ones, all these colored ones here. Maybe all these colored ones are set to release in like exclusive locations. That might be the case. I don't know. I honestly don't know. But all in all, I'm really impressed with this collaboration, guys. I gotta say, this is what I wanted to see Bape do. Bigger collections, taking more risks, doing different pieces. And it really does embody the Coach and Bape very, very well in this collaboration. I'm actually very impressed by this. There's not a lot that I would personally get and wear regularly. It's for a very unique aesthetic that I don't think I'd be able to pull off all the time. If there were a couple pieces that I would be interested in picking up, it would probably be just this hoodie. Let's just go through it quite quickly. Probably that hoodie and probably some of the leather goods, honestly. Probably... I don't know, actually. Oh, the wallets. Maybe that wallet or this wallet. Oh, the cap. Oh, and the Baby Milo. The Baby Milo and the cap. There'd be some pieces I'd be interested in picking up. But yeah, it's very loud, but also very cool. Yeah, it's a very cool collaboration. But as always, let me know on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, or in the comment section below. How do you feel about this whole collection, guys? Do you like it? Do you hate it? What are your favorite pieces from it? Are you going to try and cop any of the pieces from this collection when it drops? I'll try and get that information for you guys so you know what date it drops. But yeah, this is really crazy. This is really crazy. Let me know how you feel about it in the comment section below. And that's it, guys. So I had a quick look on Bape US's Instagram and the post that they did about Bape and Coach Bapesters. They said it's releasing this Saturday, February 22nd. So there we go. It's releasing on February 22nd, and all those online stores and all the physical locations with the regional exclusives probably releasing in store at the same day. Let me know how you feel about it in the comment section below. Do you love it? Do you hate it? What's your favorite piece? Do you like the leather goods more, or do you like the actual clothing more? How do you feel about the puffer jacket? The article mentioned that the puffer jacket is like the highlight of the collection, but I want to know how you feel about that item more specifically. Is it a yes? Is it a no? Let me know how you feel in that comment section below. Now, we've got a lot to cover today. I will probably edit and upload it after I come back from work. So there may be a little bit of a delay, but the videos will come out before the release dates of all the stuff that is coming out. So don't worry about that. That has been the Bape Coach Spring Summer 2020 collaboration in full. So let me know how you feel about it in the comment section below. And until the next Bape video, until the next streetwear video, until the next sneaker video, guys, I'll catch you later.